welcome to Jackrabbit Journal. The South Dakota State University football team romps over Western Illinois in the snow over the weekend, 59-24. That's the most points scored in a Missouri Valley Conference game so far this year. Austin Sumner, Jake Wieneke are the players of the week in the conference after they break South Dakota State University records this week, Hank. And this is how this offense was supposed to be from the first couple games of the year, but it's a good time to get it going, right?
Absolutely it is. And sure, early on, coming into the season, we were hoping that this is exactly what we'd see from these guys from the get-go. But, of course, things happen. You never know how things are going to happen throughout a season. Austin goes down, and so you're scrambling to eke out every single win that you can with the guys that you've got. And, well, here we are, however many weeks later, and the Jacks are firing on all cylinders and look like a team that is primed and more than ready for a playoff push.
All right, sounds good. You never know what is going to happen. The field was frozen on Saturday. You'd think it would work against the offense, but Sumner had one of the best games of his college career, 366 yards, 6 touchdowns. He set a new SDSU record for career touchdown passes with 59 now. 3 of those 6 touchdowns went to Jake Wieneke. The redshirt freshman sets a new SDSU record with 14 receiving touchdowns in one season. Breaks Jeff Tiefenthaler's record from 1985. Wieneke is the first freshman ever in the Missouri Valley Conference to go over 1,000 yards receiving in a season. And Zach Zenner, by the way, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns against Western Illinois. He goes over 6,000 yards in his career, the first Jackrabbit to run for more than 1,500 yards in 3 straight seasons. And none of this comes as a big surprise to the head coach.
I thought Austin Sumner may have played one of his best games ever. Wieneke is Wieneke, Schneider, Zenner. Big win. Hopefully he did some things to maybe have a chance to play some more football down the road.
Well, really a spectacular output by this Jackrabbit offense this past week. Really, the whole team in general is playing great football right now. And, this past Saturday, Coffin Alumni Stadium, no place I'd rather be on a day like that. A lot of fun.
On your birthday, wasn't
That's
it?
right.
All right. We'll see if they can keep it rolling against the Coyotes coming in this weekend. We'll talk about that later. But back to Western Illinois and back with the first half with Coach Stig when we return.
Jackrabbit Journal on Midco Sports Network is presented by Billionauto.com.
Welcome back to Jackrabbit Journal. Hank, when it is cold and slippery and snowy on a football field, is that generally to the advantage of the offense or the defense, one or the other?
Well, if you ask me as a former DB, it's certainly an advantage for the offense. As a defensive back, one of the biggest things I always say is that the wide receivers, they know where they're going. And the quarterback typically, or should, know where they're going as well. And so as a defender, you have to constantly read and react. That's your job. And to do it on snow and in ice, it's even more difficult than any other day.
That's kind of how it played out. The Jacks did practice outside during the week. Going into this game, conditions were not a problem for SDSU. Here is Stig with the first half.
We practiced indoors on Tuesdays. We went outside Wednesday and Thursday. Really didn't talk about it much other than to make sure you had your shoes ready. We did not talk about it on Saturday at all.
All right, and props to the grounds crew guys here to get the field ready.
If we gave a game ball, they would get it. Just unbelievable. And it wasn't just game day. It was all week long trying to keep the game field ready to go.
It was a little treacherous. Western's second drive here. Nick Mears making a tackle, and then a 4th and 3 coming up here, Coach, and you got guys all over it.
Yeah, we had our defense came to play other than a couple big plays. Here you get a big stop on 4th down, and you see the swarm to the ball. That's what you need in any play in football.
And the next play after that, Zach Zenner had the right shoes on. A good play call, goes 68 yards.
Yeah, this was they weren't ready for this, and it's kind of unique because they run the same formation, but we had them outnumbered. Their safety missed the tackle, and Zach went the distance, which is fun to see.
Big day again for Zenner. Goes over 6,000 yards in this game in his career. Jack's out 7-0, and they would pour it on in this one. Ensuing kickoff, Matt Raymond is going to knock it loose, and Freeman Simmons will get on it.
Yeah, and that's what happens in weather like this. If you're not used to it, even if you have sleeves on, sometimes it's hard to hang on to the ball, and you see us get the good whack on that kid, and a big play because that follows the touchdown.
Yeah, most of your guys didn't have the sleeves on. It didn't seem to affect them at all. Sumner to Schneider here for a couple of connections.
Well, our offensive guys like Zenner and Schneider, they want skin on ball, and they do a nice job. And those two guys have made a lot of plays like that through the years.
All right, later, 2nd and goal here. Sumner to Jason Schneider. Great catch in the corner at the back of the end zone.
Yeah, really a pretty catch, keeping his feet in, hanging onto the ball in cold weather. And he should be excited. I mean, that is a huge play in this football game.
All right, those guys were not done yet either. 14-0, Jack's out to the lead. Next possession of Western Illinois. We'll get it going a little bit. Good quarterback, Trent Norvell, hooks up with a good receiver here, Lance Lenore, for 41 yards.
Yeah, we got caught with our safety kind of slowing his feet down on an inside route, and he just needed to have greater depth and make the play. And, you got to give them some credit. Those are good players also, but we need to make it a little tougher than that.
Yeah, Western's been putting some points on some people. 14-7, ensuing kickoff here. Good return by Trevor Wesley.
He had a great day. Our return, kickoff return had a great day. Hard to stay in your feet. I was amazed he stayed in on that one.
All right, 45-yard return there, past midfield. Jack's get it back a little later, 3rd and 10. Sumner again to Jason Schneider.
Yeah, just a simple pass. Reed's an unblocked guy, so he throws it quick, and Jason keeps his feet, gets the first down. Again, it doesn't have to be a long pass. Just get the first down and keep the chains moving.
All right, 3rd and 9 here, and Matt Raymond will make the catch.
Yeah, big play by Matt. Matt doesn't get a lot of reps, but big play and a physical play, and he loves it. He jumps up and wants some more of that, so that's kind of what attitude you want to have. Again, he doesn't have sleeves on, so he can hang on to the ball.
Jack's up 14-7, end of the first quarter. In the second here, later in this drive, Zenner. What do you call that when the big boys are in the backfield?
Heavy. It's we call it lion formation. We have 2 defensive tackles in, and that was a good example. They cut our D line. We got one of our fat guys up, and they just didn't have anybody left to tackle Zach.
21-7, Jack's in the lead. J.C. Baker.
That is a mistake. That is a mistake. We called a defense, and we were playing 2 different defenses there. Again, you can't fit the play if you're playing man-to-man and you're supposed to have the gap. This is a nice play, keeping him out. But again, it's the exact same play, different guy, just a fade on the sidelines, have more depth, and either knock the ball out or go up for the ball.
And knock him out there, though. It saves a touchdown. And a couple of plays later here, 1st and goal, Baker gets a couple. And then what goes on here?
Well, we got caught not knowing. We were substituting. They're going to snap. So it's defense in motion. That's not what you want. So we called the timeout.
And then you stop them on the next play.
Well, good call by our defensive coordinator Clint Brown. And I mean those plays are huge when they're smelling the goal line. You keep them out.
And then on 3rd and goal, Jimmy Forsyth knocks that away.
Really good job. He prevented the guy from getting into the end zone, number 1, and then made the play on the ball.
All right, they get a field goal. 21-10. Jack's still in the lead. Next Western possession here, a little pressure from Langer, and Jake Gentile makes the interception.
Yeah, and T.J. Lally comes out of his coverage. Big play by Jake. First interception of his career. Pretty exciting. You can see the excitement. But big play in the game again.
One of the records set in this game, the interception by Gentile. After the pick, Sumner to Zenner over on the far sideline.
Yeah, this is just simply get it to the running back and run as fast as you can. And Zach runs fast, and he literally outruns their defense into the end zone. Again, tough footing, so that's a huge play.
That is tough footing, especially on that sidewalk. 28-10, Jack's in the lead. Western comes right back at you, though, on a 23-yard run here by Baker.
Yeah, this is we fit the play wrong. You see we had 2 guys outside the block. Now, it could have been a 3-yard gain. Just grab cloth, hold on, keep them out of the end zone, make them earn it, don't give it to them.
All right, still 28-17. Jack's in the lead. And you come right back here before the half, Summer to Jake Winicky, who gets himself going.
Yeah, this is a nice play. Play action again. They lose their linebackers. It's basically one-on-one, and Jake's bigger than that corner, so if you get it close, he's going to go up and get it most of the time.
And then one more time here, Coach, to Schneider for a touchdown just before the half.
Yeah, this is a pretty pass. I mean, Austin puts it right on his chest in the end zone. Not a lot of room there, but big play. And again, Jason makes the play in cold weather.
35-17, Jack's at the half. Is there ever a safe lead? Is there ever one?
No, there can't be. It can't be. And the moment your mind wanders, we've got this game in hand, you run into problems. So we talk about it all the time.
Jacks up 35-17 at the break. Sumner, 3 touchdowns and 173 yards in that first half. Jason Schneider, 2 of those touchdown catches. And then Jake Wenicky gets ridiculous in the second half. And we're back with that next.
Jackrabbit Journal on Midco Sports Network is presented by BillionAuto.com.
Welcome back. The Jackrabbits lead Western Illinois 35-17 at halftime. Big lead, but what would the standard Stig message be in a game like this?
Well, first and foremost, continue to play Jackrabbit football. 1-0 on every single play. We're going to stick to our game plan as a coaching staff. You guys are on board with that. Stay focused, keep doing your jobs, and we'll be just fine.
And they did. We get right into the second half with Coach Stig. All right, Coach, let's pick it up here in the third quarter. And the passing game just keeps rolling. Sumner to Trevor Wesley for 43 yards.
Yeah, nice play by Trevor. He had missed a play like that earlier, so had the confidence to make it. Again, I was a little surprised at how well we were able to throw the ball, but it was impossible to pass rush for the most part, so Austin had time. A good play action here again, and gets it to Wenicky and gets the touchdown.
Wenicky for 6, 42-17. Jacks in the lead here in the third. And Western, though, game not over yet. Norvell's going to hook up for a 22-yard touchdown coming up here.
Yeah, nice play by them. Again, they're doing the same thing we're doing, play action. You can see the lack of pass rush there. And really, Jerian had good coverage on that play. That receiver's a good receiver, and he pushed off a little bit, got some separation, hard to catch up with it.
And then to high C Scott here for the score.
Yeah, this is a tough route to cover. And the coverage we were in, Hassel had to be underneath that route. Ideally, Jake is on top of it, and he just ran away from him. So give him some credit to execute the play.
All right, Jack's still up 42-24. And next possession, Zenner ahead for 13.
Yeah, just simple power. Again, you see him trying to dig in so he gets some traction, but good play, good blocking at the point of attack.
A couple plays later, Sumner to Schneider for first down.
Yeah, just they were giving us the out because we'd completed some deep balls. Great job again of getting extra yards. Just love that kind of effort on the field.
And then back to Jake Wenicky for another touchdown.
Yeah, this is just a slant, and he throws it on time, and Jake gets his eyes up, and it's right there, and he makes the play. That's the gift he has. He just has unbelievable ball skills.
All right, 49 on the board already for the Jacks, 49-24. And then a little defense here from your guys. Chase Kern going to make a play coming off.
Yeah, they're reading Chase on this play, and so he's slow playing it, and then once he sees the handoff, again, you can't see the running back is having trouble getting going. Big play by the true freshman.
Also in the secondary, Trey Carr breaks it up here.
Yeah, this is a nice play. We really double covered, get a good pass rush by Jake Gentili, and I really thought Trey had the best opportunity to catch that ball, but great defense.
All right, Jacks get it back here. Reggie Gandy. People wonder, Reggie's still around. Reggie's still around. He can still
Reggie,
run
this
it.
is Reggie's kind of weather. We run counter here, and a nice job. He had a great game last year against Youngstown in the snow, and Minnesota boy, he knows he's at home in the snow.
And then the 6th touchdown of the day for Austin Sumner, and this one again to Wenicky.
Yeah, again, just throwing it up, again, with Jake's big body. He's able to screen defensive backs, goes up and makes a play for really Austin's 6th touchdown pass.
And the Jacks win at 59-24. Have you seen Sumner ever play a better game?
I don't think so. You put it all into the conditions and the fact that he's maybe still a little rusty. A tremendous performance by Austin Sumner.
And as you said, the 59 points, this was not a mistake. This was the result of a lot of years of these guys playing together.
Yeah, I mean, we got some great seniors leaders, great senior, athletes, and they went out to play their best game. They did.
Jacks put up 59. Sumner, again, 59 career touchdowns. That is a new South Dakota State University record. Wenicky's got 14 this season. That is a new Jackrabbit record. And take a look at the Jerry Rice Award watch list. We showed you this last week. Here's the updated numbers. These are the wide receivers. This is for the newcomer of the year in FCS football. And there's lots of other defensive players, offensive players on this list. There's 21 total, but these are just the wide receivers. And it's not even close with Wenicky up top.
No, it's really not. It is impressive. It's just how far out and above everybody else this young man is. He has had a tremendous run this season. He stayed relatively healthy, got a bum wheel a couple of weeks back. but it is just, it's unbelievable what he's been able to do. And I'm going to go out there and say it right now, if this young man does not win the Jerry Rice Award this year, I am going to write a stern letter to someone. I don't care who it is, but this man deserves this award.
Agreed. With one game left to go in the regular season, the Jacks face the Coyotes on Saturday. Do the Yotes have a chance in this one, Hank?
Yes, they're showing up. They're going to be there. They got a shot.
All right, Jacks need a win to stay in the playoff chase. Coyotes need a win to get a Missouri Valley Conference win, and we'll talk about it next.
Jackrabbit Journal on Midco Sports Network is presented by BillionAuto.com.
Last game of the regular season for the Jacks on Saturday with the University of South Dakota in town. And first of all, if the Jacks win, do they get into the FCS playoffs? I think your answer to that is yes, but you think it depends on how they win this game if they win it.
Yes, to a certain degree. I think style points do matter at this point in the season with the at-large bids. Right. Anybody that were to take a look at this team and how they're playing right now as essentially the hottest team in the Missouri Valley Conference and to pass on them as an at-large bid would be crazy, and I don't think it'll happen.
All right. Jacks have won 5 in a row against the Coyotes, won 27-12 last year in Vermillion. The Jacks won 31-8 2 years ago in Brookings. And every player we talked to this week says this is just the next game because that's what the head coach is telling them.
Our football program's been based on a number of years getting to the playoffs, and so they know the story, they know the script, they know what they need to do. They don't need any more pressure. They need to just play one play at a time.
And that, folks, has been Stig's message about this football game since day one that I showed up within the program. Just another game, fellas. We're going to go out there and get it done and do our jobs. But deep down, we all knew that there was a little more involved with this game, and that it was one that you absolutely had to win.
All right. We will have the game live on Midco Sports Network. Pre-game show for an hour starting at 1 o'clock, kickoff at 2, and then a half-hour post-game show when it is all over coming up this Saturday. Up next, our rapid-fire interview with TJ Lally, who has discovered that he is not very tall and that Coach Stig apologizes a lot for no good reason.
Jackrabbit Journal on Midco Sports Network is presented by BillionAuto.com.
Welcome back. Jackrabbit linebacker TJ Lally is in this week's Rapid Fire interview. It's 10 random questions about random stuff with David Brown.
Why are you number 33?
My grandpa, who was pretty much the only person in my family that actually played football in the 60s, he wore 33, and so just kind of an honor to him.
Who would win a race between all the linebackers?
Me. I'm not the fastest linebacker, but I would win in a race between all the linebackers. Just willpower.
Just willpower,
yeah.
not speed, willpower.
When I'm chasing someone, I'm a lot faster than if I'm just running. So
visualize a chase and you'll be fine.
Because I would have to be chasing them because they would probably be faster than me, but I'd catch them.
All right, you're from Chicago. What's your favorite part of Chicago?
My favorite part of Chicago is, I love the Loop and just being, down the Loop and going to visit Jack. South Side's fun. So
That was going to be my next question. Are you a North Side or a South Side guy?
South Side. Obviously I'm from the suburbs, but I'm a Sox fan and don't venture up to the North Side very often. Definitely spend more time on the South Side.
Favorite deep dish pizza in Chicago?
Favorite deep dish pizza? That's a good question, I guess. Favorite spot or type of pizza?
Spot, type, whatever.
Aurelio's Pizza is my favorite. Pizza place in Chicago for sure.
What's your favorite Coach Stig catchphrase?
That's a good one. There's a lot of them. I like when he says, pardon my French, when he doesn't actually say a cuss word. So he'll say something that isn't a cuss word and then still say pardon my French afterwards, and I appreciate that.
So is that before a holy nutmeg or?
Yeah, something like that. So it's nothing that is actually offensive, but he still wants to make sure it's not, so I like that.
All right, we're in the locker room. Who's the neatest teammate? Who's the messiest teammate?
Well, the locker next to me, Dylan, is maybe with the messiest. The neatest, person, I don't know who the neatest one is.
Are any of you neat?
I don't think so. That's the thing. It's easier to say who's more messy than others, but I don't think anyone's less messy than.
All right, what is the worst nickname you've ever had that's, of course, family appropriate for television?
Well, since I got here, I didn't know I was short until I got to South Dakota State. So anything that involves short, like I was the Irish caveman, Irish midget here for a while. That was fun for about 2 weeks. I don't know why, but I was. So that was probably my least favorite ones.
Do you have a pregame ritual, superstition, meal, anything you do before every game?
Yeah, I have to actually cut back on them through the season because it starts to get to be way too much to handle on a daily basis. So, but ever since I was in high school, I would always go to McDonald's the night before game and get a double McDouble. So that is an important thing. And then I'd like to have a cosmic brownie the night before a game too. No idea why.
And do you still do that regularly, or like you said,
Still do it regularly. I want to win, so.
All right, last one. What's the best practical joke you've ever played on someone?
My friend tried to convince me that he was in the hospital, like for a life-threatening condition when he wasn't. And so at first I was a little worried about it, but then I found out that he was fine. He was in the hospital for something else. So I convinced him that I had broke through into the hospital and was like getting chased by police because I wanted to come make sure that I was with him, like by his side, and that I had organized like a rally for him and stuff. And he was actually like mad at me for like pranking him, and I was like, "You just told me that you were like mailing." So yeah, that was maybe the best one. So.
TJ Lally, thanks for playing.
All right.
All right, thanks to TJ Lally. Again, the Jacks and the Coyotes. Pregame at 1 o'clock this Saturday. You ready for this?
Oh, I was born ready for this one.
Jackrabbits and the Yotes at 2 o'clock is kickoff, 2:05 kickoff. We got the postgame show afterwards. We'll see you then. Check us out on YouTube and Twitter, and we'll see you next week on Jackrabbit Journal.